Right. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Let me just have a quick look. What's going on? Right, good morning, all. Right, so we were down yesterday, but I actually went back in yesterday and took a couple more trades. This was yesterday to bring the account back up. So we're at 787, so we're still not where we were before, but we're going to have a look this morning and see if we can make some headway on this. So some news has just happened, or it's just about to happen. Where's this? Italy? Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to just sit tight and see what can be done. Now, I'm just going to have a look at what was 89% payout on the Euro USD. Let's have a look at that. So I'm looking at the wrong charts here. Okay, pound USD is there. Let me see what the pound USD is saying. Hold on a second. Just got up. I was supposed to get up an hour ago and I overslept. So not very clever. That's what happens when you teach dance in the night. Okay. Yeah, pound USD is off at the moment. It's getting to a point where it will be going back, but it's not there yet. Let's look at the Euro USD. Did that hit a bounce point? Yeah, but no. I'm not going to go into that. Now, to be quite frank, this is probably not the best time to go in and trade because it's 10 o'clock and things have slowed down here. But we're just going to take a look. It may be that there's nothing there. We just going to have to wait and see. Let's take a look at this. Right. Just going to check something. Yeah, that's fine. No. Not looking great either. Let's do China. Let's look at. We looked at the Euro USD before. Aussie CHF. Oh, could that be a possibility? No, is the answer to that. Aussie JPY. Look at that as well. Nah, nothing there. Euro pound. No, it's hit already. That would have been the place to go in at the top here. And it's already been there, so missed that. Pound CHF. No, no good. Aussie Canadian. Yes, Aussie Canadian is got a way to go yet, but you know what? I am going to go small on M5. Sorry, M10. Oh, missed it. Damn. Never mind. Oh well. Yeah, I've missed that one. Oh no, I haven't missed it. Wait. I'm gonna take one up now. It is at a bounce point, but let's see. The news might. I've deliberately gone small just because it's got room to go up a bit further, and the news is about to hit. So let's see. Yeah, 13 seconds. We'll keep it there. Keep it small. I just want to see which way this is going to go. All right, it's happened. So it's either going to go up or shoot down now. One of the two. If it shoots down, I'm going to double up. because it's going to be reaching an area. Certainly taking its time. What I'm going to do. Okay, now the reason I've done that is because although it's going up, I should have taken it here to be honest, right there, but going down again. There is a big long trend going down. So the news that we're looking at here, where is it? This one here, the 3-year BTP auction is a low impact, and it's had enough impact to send it up, but I don't think it's going to have enough impact to keep it up. So it's more than likely going to come down. So this is basically a recovery trade. I need this to go much, much further down, and then I'll take it up. So, but let's see. It's gonna we're gonna see what happens. Now I could be wrong here, and it could, if it breaks this area here, which is, yeah, if it breaks this, it will then probably go up continuously, but because I just don't think it's got enough momentum and everything's going down, it's unlikely to. But let's see. We'll look at this. I would think it's more likely to go down than up, but hey ho. Yeah. Right, let's leave that one alone. Let's see what else we can catch in the meantime. Aussie USD. No, that's happened. The movement's happened. No good. Pound Aussie. Okay. No. Canadian CHF. Yeah. I need this to go higher. But ultimately, yes, we'll be looking at taking reversals. Do M10 here. M5. No, I don't like it. Leave it. Right, good morning, if you're on. I'm half asleep. No, I'm not half asleep. I'm actually awake. I need a coffee. Oh my gosh. And the phone goes off. Who's that? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. Euro Z. USD Swiss franc. Now, if you're watching, okay, all you can see behind me is these green charts, green, and it probably won't make any sense to you whatsoever. Hold on, let me switch back to Canadian CHF because it's getting into position. 1 minute. Yeah, these green lines, green and red lines, which is not going to make a lot of sense because obviously red is coming down, green is going up, but your job, or what I do, is predict which direction it's going to go before it actually moves, and then get out of the trade. So I've made some profit. The thing is, I don't use these charts which you're looking at behind me to trade because they're not very clear. So I use a completely different chart which you can't see, which helps me clear up what I'm looking at, and then I get a bigger overall picture of what's happening, and then that gives me the reasons to put the trades in. So at the moment I don't have a reason to go in. It's looking at my chart that I use, this part here, which I'm going to draw on here so you can see, there, right there, that is a resistance line. The thing is, I can see that this is a point it's going to go back, but also it's more than likely to go back a little bit higher up. So I'm waiting for it to go higher before I take that down, because it's this, now look at it, it's hitting it quite a lot and it hasn't dropped. Usually if it's going to drop, it will hit that and it will just tank all the way down, but it's not, which tells me that it's more than likely going to go past this. And if I have a look and I put a trend line on, which is going to be here, we follow it and we look at it like so. Hold on a second. Oh no. Oh, it's one of those days. Right, anyway, it's something like that, right? It's more than likely it's going to go up. It's going to break this and it's going to go further up. How much further up it will go? Well, no one really knows. But there are, on my other chart, I can see that there's another point where it's likely to go back. I've got to wait for it. But now I've decided I'm not going to go and take any trades on this currency. And the reason is because if we look at the payout here, has gone down to 71%. So I'm not willing to do that. Right, Aussie Canadian. I'm going to go back into the Aussie Canadian just to see how our trades are doing, because they're about to expire. Okay. Yeah, see, I took a trade up here, but I figured it's going to go down further. So this was a recovery trade. Now, we might get lucky on this and we might finish in between these two, which means it will leave us in profit quite, for a decent amount. But there's no guarantee of that. So let's see. This will be very, very much luck, because the position that we've got, the gap, is not really that sufficient to finish here. Ideally, it would have been perhaps to go in down here, going up. Then you've got more of a chance of recovering both of those trades. But hey ho, it's all about maximum gain, minimum loss, and that's what's happening at the moment. So we're going to just get a little bit of cash back in here again. So there we're there, back up at 786. I think I was at 812 before, which wasn't bad at all. But let's have a look. Right now, I can see, if I go onto here, have a look and see what's going on. Aussie Canadian. And remember, if you've got a demo account, guys, and you want to take the same things that I do, you can do, because it's demo, it's free, it's up to you. But just remember that when you're taking it, you're going to just take it because you've seen someone else do it, not because you're understanding why you're taking, what's making that happen. Why am I taking it? What signals am I getting to make me do that? That's the hard part. You need to be able to do that, and that all comes with time and with if you register on my link, which is in my description, and you just send me an email with a screenshot showing that you've registered that you're with Pocket Option, then I will then send you a few details. One will be a template and stuff like that. But ideally, like I said, these things take time to do. It's not get rich quick. Sometimes you're going to make a lot of profit, and other times it just won't move. Like for the past week, since Monday, it's been a bit rubbish, really. Yes, we've made money, but we've come down, we've gone up, we've come down. And you're going to get times like that, and it's those times that you've got to try and not get frustrated and think, well, hang on a minute, because when things work in your favour, your account will build just like that. But when they don't, it's going to just hover, like what it's doing at the moment. It's hovering. It's annoying, but it's nothing you can do. Right, let's have a look. Let's go back to the top and let's see. Like, if you look over here, I've got everything that says OTC. OTC is one touch. This basically is like an algorithm. I tend to stay away from this because I believe this can be manipulated by the broker at times. I mean, they don't, but I'm just saying it could be, and I'd rather not take that risk. So we're going to look at the Euro USD. Oh, look at that. It's going up there. Let's have a look. Now, if you don't know any better and you're just looking at that chart, you might think that, yes, this is a good opportunity to go in. But right now, no. Yes, it's coming up to a resistance line, which you cannot see because I'm trading differently. But it's not ideal. So even though it may go back, it's not a trade because it doesn't fit my criteria for binary. So I'm going to leave it alone. Let's look at the next one. Oh, the Aussie JPY. Let's take a look at that now. Oh, yes. Aussie JPY is getting there. It's definitely not there yet. Again, no, I think this is going to break down further. You've got to watch this. No, I'm not risking that. Euro pound. Yeah, everything at this time of the morning I should have gone in earlier. I would have probably had a lot more opportunities. But to be honest, I overslept. Even though I had my alarm, I kind of said snooze and then I didn't get up again. So that wasn't very clever. But yeah, there are not always going to be opportunities there. Only sometimes. Just try and recognise when they are there. Right, okay, Euro pound. Where's that? Oh, Euro pound. Not quite yet. It is very noisy here. Up and down. Very, very noisy. We're going to need to just sit around and wait for a little bit longer because it needs to go up more. It's not ideal. The markets have slowed down. I think maybe people are on their breaks, maybe lunch break or whatever. Not lunch break, tea breaks or whatever. And when people leave their computers, you can see that because the market just quietens down. Or if people are on holiday, because that's what makes the market go. It's all the movement of people going to go to work, and if there's no one at work, then the markets are not going to move as well as you'd like them to. Which is why I tend not to trade on holidays, because markets tend to be very one way, which means they're going to be following a trend. Right, hold on. Where the hell is this gone? Right, let's look at this. No. Nope. And anyway, no, it's definitely not. No. Right, Euro JPY. Oh, what's going on with Euro JPY now? Let's have a look at that. No, even that's a no-go. See, and all these things you might think, yeah, opportunity, and it's not. It is not. It's far from an opportunity. That is USD Swiss franc. Let's take a look at this. No, there's a lot of no's. There is definitely a lot of no's here. And JPY. Just having a look at this, as you know, you can see. No, this is terrible. This is absolutely atrocious. Forget that. Who's that? Oh, right. JPY. Euro CHF. We'll look at this now. Oh, all right. Yes, Euro CHF is going to get there very shortly. I'm going to change this back to 10 minutes on this one. It needs to go up further, but it is in an area where it is likely to come back. But right now, what I'm looking at, which you can't see, is this is probably what's going to happen. It's going to come back a little bit, and then it's going to shoot up a bit further. So even though I know that, I don't like to take it because it could go back down. It's more than likely, looking at this, I've seen this before, and more than likely it's gonna go up. But yes, it's getting the time frame correctly. I'm just gonna wait on this one. It needs to go up further, so we're gonna wait and see. Let's have a look. Although it is at a point, it's at a very, very good point of going back. You know what? No. Wait. Let's wait. It's not quite there yet. It's nearly there. We're just going to wait on this one. Now, the other thing I was going to mention, which I haven't mentioned before, and I'll check my emails in a moment. But if you do decide to follow and copy trades, which I do, just remember one thing, which is that ideally you need to understand why you're taking them, because if I take a trade here and you start clicking wherever you are because you see me do it, there's some delay between what I'm telling you now. There's maybe a few seconds. I don't know exactly. I haven't tried it. Maybe 10 seconds or 6 seconds. I don't know. Maybe more. Maybe 20 seconds. I don't know. But the point is that can cause you to get a position in which is not the same as my position. So you have to watch these things, because other people are like, oh, how come I've taken a trade and you it worked for you and it didn't work for them? People haven't told me this, but I know this because when I used to go on groups and I was being mentored by somebody else, everybody else was copying, but I sat there and I watched, because I copied a couple of times, and then I thought, it's not working for me. And then I realised why it wasn't working, and the reason it wasn't working is because he was taking trades when it was lining up for him, and by the time he said, right, I'm taking a trade, it wasn't in the same position anymore because of the delay of the internet. So it's stuff like that where you've got to understand why I'm taking the trade. And when you're looking at the charts, once you've emailed me and you've sent me a screenshot, got to send me a screenshot, so I know that you're part of the Pocket Option team, then I will send you this other template, and then you'll be able to see on that why I take my trades, and then you'll be able to look and think, oh right, yes, he is gonna take it in a minute, because, and that's when you start doing that and you realize why I'm doing it, then you'll already be ready at the correct time. Otherwise you're just following blindly, and yeah, you might get it, but it's a very high degree that you might not. So it's these sorts of things. Right, let's check this. Okay. I seriously need breakfast. Right, okay. And it's only an 80% payout, but we're gonna risk it a bit more higher up. You know what? I'm gonna reduce this for a minute, because there's 2 points here where it could be going back. It's just taking forever to get to the points, and this is what's annoying as well with binary stuff. If you are impatient, you're not gonna get very far, because you're gonna be wanting to sit there and take something. You're gonna be fidgeting, wanting to click, seeing you will see stuff like this where the thing will drop, the currency will drop, and you'll think, oh, I should have gone in. Well, the truth is that no, you shouldn't have, because at the end of the day, you need to stick to the criteria on why you take the trade. Okay, you need to stick to that, because if you don't stick to that, all that's going to happen is you are going to be sitting there and you'll start taking trades willy-nilly, and then that's when you start losing money. So let's see. And remember, guys, I'm not going to take a trade for the sake of it. Okay, so right now I'm limiting what I take. So this is why if you're sitting here and you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, he's not taking trades. Well, I'm not willing to just take a trade and hope for the best. If I'm taking a trade, I'm doing it for a reason, in the hopes that, well, not the hopes, but in the probability that I'm going to make some money on this. If I don't feel I'm going to make some money, I could sit here for ages. But I'm going to sit here for a maximum of an hour this morning. And if there's nothing that comes my way, there's nothing that comes my way. Okay, if you choose to sit down and do the same, that's also fine. But let's have a look. Pretty quiet, and I can't even put any music on because it'll probably get flagged for copyright. So, yeah. Well, hopefully, in the next, very shortly, it should be soaring past here, going up a little bit further. But it is getting to that point now. It's just so slow moving, it's just like ridiculous. Right. In half an hour, yeah. So in half an hour's time, I'll be looking at taking a trade. After that, it's at 1:30. Problem is, I've got a meeting. I've got an appointment for the optician with my parents, or my mum. I've got to take her to the optician at 2:00. So I'm not going to be trading at 1:30 because I'm going to be elsewhere. Well, I might be trading, but I won't be trading here. I'll be trading from, well, I'm going to try and trade from my mum's. So we'll see how that goes. But there'll be a lot of movement at that time. So at 1:30, there'll be definitely a lot of movement. So, but I'll have to wait until just after. So, but I might come back. Well, I will come back a bit later today, and you'll probably see that my account's gone up or gone down depending on what's happened in the market. Oh, come on. Hurry up. This is literally like watching paint dry. We're going to go small here in a minute because it is reaching that point. Yeah, we're going to go in small for a minute. I'm going to take one now. Okay. Oh no, it's 78% now. This is what I mean. Attention to detail. Didn't expect it to drop below 80 then, and I've taken it not realizing. So you know what? I'm going to let this trade go. I'm going to let it go. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to chase that. I want higher payouts. So back to the Euro USD. Nothing. Aussie JPY. Yes, Aussie JPY. Hold on. It's not quite there yet, and it looks like it could go forever. You know what? I'm going on a 10-minute. I'm going to take one up here in a moment. Nah. Let's just wait for a minute. No, it's not ready yet. It's not. It needs to go down further. Even though it's going up right now, I think I'm going to wait on this one because it could easily drop back down. Let me just go. In the meantime, let me have a quick look at the Euro CHF. No, I said I wasn't going to take any more on that, but I want to have a look at something. Euro CHF. I'm going to let that go for a minute. I want to concentrate on the Aussie JPY. It's more up my street. So slow, it's like ridiculous. And this is what happens when the markets slow down. And this is why it gets boring. Now this is probably going to go further down. Right, we want to draw some shapes on there. Okay, so yeah, it's broken out that channel, which means it's going to go up. We're gonna try something here. I'm just going to wait for this to drop back, and then I'm going to take it up because it looks like it's breaking out. Just going to try something. I'm just going to see. Just put that in there because such a large surge usually means it's the start of something. So let's have a look and see. It may not be, but we're going to see. Right, let's look at the Euro CHF, see if we can do some recovering or not in the meantime. Euro CHF. Yes. It's back at 80%. All right, okay, we're going to see what we can do with this. 4 minutes. Right now, everything is telling me it's going to be going down very shortly. And that's what we're going to aim to do. I'm going to take that down. Try and recover. What I'm going to do here is take that. Put this up. Going down now. Right, so that is the most that I'm going to waste on here. If it carries on going up, I'm not going to go with it. I'm just going to leave it. But it's basically hit the point where it should be going back. But again, there's no guarantee it will go back. We're just going to wait and see what happens. And if it doesn't, it's no biggie. So there we go. Right. Shit. Did I just take one up? No, I didn't. Right, we're just going to go with that and see how we go with this. That may well be that is doesn't come through, but we're going to leave it there. But this is the sort of thing where I say where you hit stuff. If you've gone in too big, you cannot do multiple hits. You're going to do like one and that'll be that, and then you're out. So over here, I've done multiple hits here. Let's see if we're going to get anywhere with this one. What I am tempted to do, when's the news in 17 minutes, is to go in again with 30 this time. This is called martingale. You know what, we're going to go, yeah, 10 minutes. Oh, maybe not. Just waiting to see whether this comes through or not. If it comes through, I'm not taking the trade. If it doesn't come through, I will take it. So let's have a look. Okay, so we're back up on that one. The Aussie JPY didn't come through. Let's have a look at that. Where's that going? That must have gone back down again. Yeah, it's silly. It's down here. Let's put that down. Right. I think we're going to wait for the news. Okay, euro pound. Going to leave the euro CHF alone. No, nothing at all. That is terrible. Absolutely disaster. Euro USD. Nah, it's all quiet. Everything's quiet. Ooh, pound Aussie. No, is the answer to that. No. Well, we're going to sit back. We're going to sit around. We're going to wait for 14 minutes. Going to see what happens after the news hits. In the meantime, I'm just going to check my emails. Have a look at this. In the meantime. Hmm. Just having a look. Right. Remember, we're waiting around for a little bit longer. The news hits. That's why it's gone quiet. And this is why it can get boring, especially when there's nothing playing in the background. You're like, oh yeah. see what's happening here. 7 minutes and counting. Now, if there is no opportunities after the news hits, I'm going out of trading because it's just a bit quiet today by the looks of it. I think it's the time that I've come in. Six minutes. Oh, it's going to get boring. All right, okay. Let's see. Right. Oh, good. 4 minutes. Right. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's cold. It is cold. It is. Oh, what's going on here? All right, okay. 79%. We don't need to look at that. Let's prepare ourselves. Let's check the Aussie JPY. Yes, Aussie JPY is getting into position. Yeah. I'm gonna go M5 on this. 10. Actually, I'm gonna stick to our pattern. Or shall we? No, we won't. Going M5. Three minutes. Now, it may well be that this shoots down and doesn't leave us in profit because I'm doing it just before the news hits. But what I'm trying to see is because of the news, if it pushes it up. Now, with that in mind, if it pushes it up enough, we may well be able to get into trades here. Right, okay, there's a reason I've done that. Now I've gone both ways here, and the reason is because even though the gap is not that much, but we're not 100% certain which way it's going to go, because in 1 minute's time it could decide that it's going to switch back and go the other way. So let's just have a look and see. In the meantime, if it does do that, we will be ready. Okay, 1 minute's time, the moment of truth. If it comes down further, I will be taking it back up on a $10 again, because we've if I'd gone one way now, so if this was all going up, then I'd be looking to put it $20 going the other way. But right now, it's evens. So let's see. And it's supposed to have low impact. Let's see what this low impact really does. And my guess is probably going to push it all the way up, but let's see. I don't like to really guess. I like to base my trades on and limit my losses and risk. So let's see. Okay, it's happened. So let's see what's going to happen now. Yeah. It can't decide which way to go. So in that way, I'm quite happy that both trades are in here now, because either way, we're going to just either maximize the profit and minimize the loss, minimize the risk. Okay. Oh, we can leave this one alone now. Don't think that's coming back down just yet. So we will result, and 75% in any case. There's no point trading this currency now. Let it just go through. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's well up. We know one's going to come through in the next 20 seconds, so that will go up. In the meantime, let's have a look and see what else we've got. We've got some movement going on here. So Euro USD. Let's take a look at that. Can I get in anywhere? No, on that one, not yet. Not ready. Euro JPY, which is over here. Let's have a look at that. No, nothing ready yet. Pound Canadian. But just remember, even the trades that don't come through all go towards short total trading turnover, which will give you the bonus amount to withdraw, which is like I think mine was 375 or something, the bonus amount. So I'm in it for the long haul to recover that bonus. But it's going to take a while because I think your trading turnover for mine had to be something like 18 grand. So it's going to be a bit of a mission, but the idea is to keep it going so that we keep the bonus money. See, Canadian. Nothing. It was a USD. Nothing. Okay. Euro CHF. Yes, Euro CHF is getting there. It needs to be up, but it's probably going to go up higher. A lot more higher. We're going to hang tight on this. We'll take, we'll go one here. All right, and then we'll look to take another one. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can see that it's got room to go. So that's why. I didn't want to miss the opportunity, but I didn't want to go in too big either because I know it can go further. Ultimately, I know that's going to go up, but I need it to come back before I can take it up. So I'm going to do something here. Hold on. I'm going to do what you can't see is have a guess. I can see exactly where I'm going to take it up, and that is not it. Too close. Needs to go up further for that. Still got to keep going for that. Right, it's getting into the realms of possibly taking it if it goes up again. Once these trades are finished, guys, I'm going to bug out of the markets until later today. Chances are I probably won't record when I go online at 1:30. because I've got to take my mum to the opticians and I won't be in this particular flat, I'm going to be there. So I'm going to have to trade off my laptop if the internet connection is good enough. If it's not good enough, I won't be trading there. But you may well find tomorrow morning when I log on that my account is up or down. It just depends. I think that's going to shoot up a bit more, so we're just going to sit tight. That's what we're going to do here. Reduce that. Oh, I need to go down. Right. I need it to come back. Right now I need it to come back in order to go up. But it's got to come back enough. Right, okay, like. Right, yeah. So what we're aiming to do, this is the strategy for me today at the minute, is it could very well finish before in between these two areas, but I have a sneaky suspicion it is going to push up past here before the timer runs out. Don't know if it will or it won't, but we're going to wait and see. Either way, I'm anticipating that it will. If not, it's no biggie. It just means minimum loss, maximum gain. There is a further point I need it to hit before I can go in bigger. If it had gone up further before it had come down, I would have increased my stake on what I was going to put in it and taken it higher up. But we're just waiting. I've done it now just in case. No one really truly knows where the market is going to go. It's just something that, as you have more experience with, you realise that no one can really predict where it's going to go. You've got a justification on why it's going to do it. Whether it does it or not, well, how long's a piece of string? Who actually knows? But we can make good calculated investments by using the charts and reading on what's happening in the market, because it's more than likely going to go in that particular direction. But let's see, we've got 2 minutes coming up on here. And like I said, after the timer runs out on this, I'm not going to take any more trades until about 1:30. So oh yes, it's dropped here. So yeah, this was actually a good point to get in at. But because it's been going up all the way, this is what I was saying about, just because the market has done something in the past doesn't always mean it's going to do the same thing in the future. Now, the chances are from here, it will go back up, but it's not going to go back up before my timer runs out. So I've still made a slight loss here, but nothing major, nothing that can't be easily remedied. And that's what you need to do, is when you go in, if you on an account this size, you keep minimum amounts. All right, if you've got $100 account, you should be trading no more than $1. Even $1 is a bit much for that account, but it's not going to let you trade less than that. But if you've got, say, 1,000, if you had an $1,000 account, really you should be trading, like, for an inexperienced person, $1. That's it per trade. But what gets frustrating is you feel that you're not making any money because it's taking forever. But that's to get you to gain experience, okay? And if we look at like over here on my previous balances, let me have a look. Promo codes. If we look at, pay attention to the top over here, this is my current net turnover. That's my bonus amount. This is what I put in. That's my bonus amount. So we've taken it down since then, okay? And this is what I have to hit with my turnover here. I've got to hit this in order for that bonus amount to become withdrawable. So what I'm going to be doing is, it's not about trying to make too much money at one go, because that's not going to happen. What it's to do with is to try and trade minimum, so that your trading turnover is constantly increasing, because then that $375 becomes withdrawable, and that's the idea. If you can make money doing that, it's great. But let's have a look. So back up at 775. Now, I said I wasn't going to trade anymore. I'm just going to give the markets a quick once over. Now, I'm not sure why it's moving in that direction, but if we look at the news was at 11 o'clock. So anything that happens now could be an after effect. Now, this, in a couple of hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes to be exact, is going to make the markets go a bit wild. Okay. Now, I ideally want to be ready to trade this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be sitting there waiting for when that happens in the next couple of hours to trade, but I'm not going to be live on here because I have an appointment with the the opticians for my mum at 2 o'clock. So she lives down the road from the optician. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be on my laptop at my mum's, and I'm going to try and trade. Obviously, if the internet connection is rubbish, then I will not be trading, no matter what. But yeah, there you go. It's going back up again now. But let's leave that. Let's reset our timer. Usually I do a 10 minutes, but it really does depend. Now, I'm going to have a look and see what EURUSD has got. A 91% payout. That's really good. So I'm going to have a look at EURUSD on the charts that I usually trade. And don't forget, guys, if you want to learn how to do this, and I think Danush emailed me, all you need to do, Danush, if that is you, is to make sure that you send me a screenshot of your, it'll like, if you look at mine, it will say, it's got my picture there, and it shows my balance, and it says live or real. It says real. On your one, it will say whatever, and it will say demo. It'll say Danush or demo or whatever at the top. And if you can send me that screenshot, so you just have to like print screen or whatever and send it to my email, then I know that you're part of the Pocket Option group. And what I'll do is I'll then send those people over the instructions, which nothing's costing money here. It's not about making, well, for me, yes, okay. It's not about charging people to show people how to do what I do. It's just I'm part of like an affiliate program, so I will show you how I do what I do, but I can't do that live. So for example, when you're watching it here, after you join the program, I'll send you a template and I'll send you a Word document. And what you can do is when I go live, when I'm taking a trade, you'll be able to see why I'm taking it, what I'm doing, what you can't see here. Whether you want to take it or not is entirely up to you, okay? Because like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. But what you've also got to remember is it's about teaching you how to read those charts, so that when I'm doing it, it's not just like copying and not understanding what you're doing. It's about being able to understand why I'm doing it, so that you can then take it at the point where you can see where it's going to happen, and you learn to predict, and you're like, oh, right, okay. Because what a lot of people, where they make a mistake, especially when they follow different people and or other people are teaching them or whatever. I don't know I've only been on one group when I was being mentored, and when I was learning, it was all about, oh yes, he's taking it, it'll be easy, I'll just copy, I'll just do the same thing, and I'll just click wherever he's going. But what you've got to remember, what people fail to remember, is that just because he does it doesn't mean you do it and you're going to get the same position, because when we broadcast through the internet, there is an internet lag. So once we take the trade, okay, by the time it's filtered down to you and gone through, that's a few seconds. It could be maybe 10, 15 seconds or whatever. That binary moves for quick. The market moves quick. So that position, it could have already moved. And if it's already moved and you've gone in, you're going to get a different position to what we have. So this is why you need to understand and look at being able to read the charts and see where we're about to go in. Because I will say, yeah, I'm probably going to take a trade in a minute. And you'll be able to see, once you understand to read the charts, on where I'm going to take it and why. And you have to wait for it to hit that on your chart before you take it. Not just wait for it to, for me to say it, because that is not going to work. And, you can't really run like that. Right, this is looking like it's in a good position coming down. Oh dear. Oh, no. 5 on here. We're going to take one here, and I'm going to take one a bit further up. Now, this is because I'm looking at my chart, and I can see that it's very likely to be going down very shortly. I've taken one here because sometimes the market is a bit premature, and it will go down before it's supposed to. So we're going to just have a look and see now. I wasn't going to do this, but I am now, seeing as I'm in the trade. It can go a lot more further up. I'm expecting it to go past here. I'm expecting it to go further up. And I've got a bit of a sore throat. But I'm going to wait for it to get to the point that I need it to get to before I go in a bit bigger, which is on this $10. So let's have a look. Let's see where we're going with this. What I can see on my charts right now is this is oversold. So it basically means it's at a point where, like I was talking to the camera before, is when you are running down the road. Now, this depends on how fit you are, okay? But when you're running, if you decide that, like me, back in the day, I used to be late for work. So I would run from my house to the train station, right? Now, halfway through running, or sometimes I was getting better at it, but halfway through running, I'll feel that, you know what? I've got to stop. I've got to catch my breath. I can't. I've just got to push. And I catch my breath by slowing down, and then I keep on running, and I get to the train station, right? That is pretty much what the markets are doing in this respect. If you look at this green line behind me, it's running. It's catching its breath here, and it's going to relax. And then you know what? It's going to run up again, right? Until it gets to the train station. So right now, I'm trying to get in at a point where it's catching its breath, and hopefully my timer will run out before it continues running. However, if it does continue running before the timer expires, I've got the point at where the train station is. Okay, it's really strange analogy, isn't it? Where I'm going to hit it to go back. But right now, maybe it's unhealthy. So it's relaxing. Okay, and it might decide that actually it can't run anymore, so it's going to go back now. So it just depends, Let's see. But I do think it's going to carry on. So what I'm going to do right now is go to minute 5, 6, 7. We're going 5. Going up, because I don't think it's going to drop all the way down. I think it's not reached the train station yet. So I've gone in again, and now I'm going to increase my amount for when it does get to the train station. That sounds really strange, doesn't it? But there you go. But that's why I look at it. Now, with a bit of joy, should we say, it could finish in between these two, netting me both trades in profit. But there's no guarantee. It might decide to just go down, and I could have just left it. But like I said, every trade I take goes towards my turnover, my overall turnover. Whether it wins or it loses, it goes towards that. So I like to kind of do that. Remember, we're in it for the long haul, not the short haul. And now that I've got a recovery trade, I could very well go for a 10-minute if it continues going in this direction. %91 payout. That's really good. Let's try something. I'm going to do something. Right, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to test the lag. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me just do something. Let's test the lag. Hold on a second. I'll wait for it to go back and I can count. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what? I'm going to do something while I'm waiting for this. Might as well do something constructive. Oh shit! Just managed to spill coffee all over my jeans. Not clever. Right. Okay. That's gonna have to go in the wash. Right. Damn. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do a stopwatch. Let's do a timer. I want to see what the lag is on here. Just out of curiosity. Clock. Let's see the exact lag. Okay, timer. Right, here we go. Okay. Right, guys. So we've established there is a 13-second delay from what I do here and what you see. So that is 13 seconds of movement. So if I take a trade, by the time I've said I've taken a trade, 13 seconds has already passed, which means the live market is already in a different position. This is what I'm saying. This is why you need to understand where to go in. All right, okay. We're just going to wait and see what's there. Right. Yes. All right, we're going to do M10. Now, what's this? Oh yes, right, okay. Now we might actually be okay here. We might actually get both trades. You never know here. If it drops down, no, we haven't. If it doesn't drop down, we might be all right. Or maybe not. Let's... I can't even go in. I can't even do a what's it trade here. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's see what happens. Could be pushing us out of our top trade instead. Oh, looking close, looking close, looking very, very close. Here we go. Could we netted both trades? Yes, so I think we have. We have netted both trades. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to stop trading now until 1:30. It's a bit pointless. It's moving too slowly right now. Anyways, you get the general idea. And don't forget to register. Just simply follow my link, which is in my description, and send me a screenshot directly to my email once you've registered, whether it's a demo account or a real account. Just send me a screenshot showing that you're part of Pocket Options, and then I will give you the next steps to do. All right.